Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is Liverpool are in contact to sign unhappy Real Madrid player who could look to leave this summer. Liverpool, Arsenal and Manchester City have all made contact to sign Rodrigo from Real Madrid, TBR Football can exclusively reveal. Rodrigo has always had strong interest from the Premier League, even before he joined Real Madrid from Santos in 2019. Jurgen Klopp wanted to sign Rodrigo when he was in his early years at Liverpool, a Brazil international who has since gone on to thrive in La Liga. The 24-year-old has been a key figure for Real Madrid under Carlo Ancelotti, although his game time has seen a reduction since the arrival of Kylian Mbappé last summer. Therefore, for the first time in his Los Blancos career, Rodrigo is no longer guaranteed his first-team spot. As a result, TBR football chief correspondent Graham Bailey understands that all of Liverpool, Arsenal and Man City have spoken with Rodrigo's representatives in recent weeks to inquire about his situation. All three clubs have stayed in contact with Rodrigo's people in recent years, a player who any elite team would like to sign, but now for the first time, Rodrigo's camp are being receptive to potential interest from the Premier League. Sources have confirmed to TBR that Rodrigo, whilst not happy with his current situation, is going to wait to assess things under the club's new manager. Ancelotti is leaving Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso is all but certain to replace the Italian, who might actually become Rodrigo's national team manager. It's understood that if Rodrigo is not given certain assurances about his place in the team, then he will look at potential options elsewhere. It's believed that the club's hierarchy have told Rodrigo that his position will be assessed in the summer. Those talks could very well lead to an exit, given the amount of attacking competition at the Santiago Bernabeu. Reports in Spain actually claim that Liverpool bid £84 million for Rodrigo last summer. And whilst that information might be slightly wide of the mark, it's clear that Rodrigo could be an excellent signing for Arne Slot's side. Liverpool did hold talks about signing Rodrigo last summer, but the Brazilian ultimately stayed at Real Madrid to fight for his starting berth. Rodrigo predominantly thrives as a right winger, a position occupied by Mohamed Salah at Anfield, who has just signed a new contract. But the Brazilian can also excel on the left or centrally, explaining his appeal to the likes of Richard Hughes and other Premier League chiefs. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HQ, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more LFC Transfer HQ news. Our second news is forget James Milner, Kevin De Bruyne can be Liverpool's Andrea Pirlo as shock transfer edges closer. Liverpool are often liable to do things no one quite expected in the transfer market. The Reds are one of the most meticulous clubs in the world when it comes to buying players and are not afraid to go against the grain when doing so. This approach has often led to criticism from Liverpool fans. Take last summer, for example. With Arne Slot new through the door at Anfield, the easiest thing in the world would have been for FSG to hand him a healthy transfer budget to fill the Liverpool squad with players of his own. Instead, the Reds kept their powder dry, signing only Federico Chiesa, and then not starting him for almost a full Premier League season. This term, things look set to be a whole lot busier. But what is likely to remain is Liverpool's desire to do things against the grain. In that respect, news that the Reds have made an offer for soon-to-be free agent Kevin De Bruyne has really set the cat amongst the pigeons. While some would argue De Bruyne is past his best and would be far too much of an expensive gamble for Liverpool, recent football history throws up some very good examples which suggest that may not be the case. Kevin De Bruyne can be Liverpool's Andrea Pirlo. While the eyes of the football world were glued to events in Paris for the Champions League semi-final between PSG and Arsenal on Wednesday evening, journalist Gianluca Di Marzio broke some major transfer news. According to the Italian Reporter, De Bruyne has an offer to join Liverpool, while Napoli are also said to be involved in the battle to sign the 33-year-old. This has come on the back of excitement from Liverpool fans that De Bruyne could join, but the Belgian swapping the Etihad Stadium for Anfield never felt like a genuine possibility. Until now. The last player to go directly from Man City to Liverpool also did so on a free transfer. In 2015, James Milner rejected the chance to stay at City and instead joined the Reds aged 29. Although a veteran at the time of his signing, Milner stayed at Liverpool for 8 seasons, winning just about everything with the Reds. Given his age and where he'd be coming from, some are already drawing comparisons between De Bruyne and Milner. But, with respect to Liverpool's former vice-captain, the outgoing City skipper is a far better player than he ever was. As a result, we'd be more inclined to liken a potential De Bruyne arrival to that of Andrea Pirlo at Juventus in 2011. Having been deemed surplus to requirements after 10 years at AC Milan, Pirlo joined Juve at 32, becoming a key player over 4 years and winning a quartet of consecutive titles. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals.